Episode 52. We made a lot of good progress last episode, the last day in general, which was the last 2 episodes. Got a lot of books from the bookshop which we haven't actually read yet, so hopefully we can make some progress there. And also importantly, we got a new understanding of the world. Like that globe on the right. We kind of know quite a bit about that now. We at least know the names of the countries and their sigils, and by all the other stuff that we did in the sigil rooms underground, we already know most of their other stuff too, about half of them. So with all this information, we kind of know almost everything we need to know to solve the rest of those sigils in those chambers or whatever. But I think there's probably still some more information we might need to avoid any guessing and checking or whatever. Hopefully we can get that from letters or from the complete history of Arendia, which was in the bookshop, I guess. But that newspaper in the bookshop was talking about a new clue, so... And that is one of Mom's books. I think just like the first time where I got the library, which I think the first book where I checked out there was Mom's book. I'll probably go with that again this time. Oh wait, no. The first book that I checked out was Drafting Strategies because I didn't trust my own skills enough. But yeah, I think right after that was Mom's book, Swimbird. Point is, this one seems to be the most important new clue. Her last book and also framed in the newspaper. If we do get the library again, which is what we're going for, I guess, that'll be the first thing we check out. And of course, we're going to have to wait another day before we can actually read the book, because we got to get to the library again. I guess we can start on this. We don't have to walk in. I guess as soon as I get the library, I could just call it a day. But what's the point in that, right? Oh wait, I forgot to get to the outside room. Let's do that. I guess I haven't wasted any steps, so that's fine. But I have wasted rooms, and the outside room is important for your drafting strategy. Last day for Blessing of the Picker. We got lucky with the vault that one time. Oh, I guess we could re-up on our shrine. I don't think any of this other stuff is really going to help us out today. Although on the last day we could just pick a wild berry on the outside room. I mean, we'll get the shrine again, right? The optimal thing to do would be just to get the shrine again here. To start building that up again, but just for fun. Because it's our last day with the berry and I have no idea what this will do. What? The terrace? Okay. This is kind of weird. But okay. Well, I guess it just acts as a normal terrace. Green rooms don't cost gems to draft, which I guess is as good as a drafting strategy as any for today. So I guess the berry worked out. What a weird thing, though. Do I make this the thumbnail? Maybe. Kinda creepy. Why would anyone lounge here? This is terrible. I mean, I guess it would be a nice place to meditate in if you're into that sort of thing, and you meditate in front of this sort of thing as part of your belief or something. But, too scary for me. Can't dig that up. Well, I guess that wasn't the worst thing to get out of an outer room, but I guess the berry does actually let you get any room from that. So yeah, the drawing room. Oh, and we get a free gem from this every time now. Just because I had to look up this red letter. We can also do that. If nothing else today, I know of the location of the other 2 red letters we can get. based on Alzar's prediction that we can't get all 8, and while looking up the red letters, I did learn that you probably can't get this 8th letter, based on what everyone's collective understanding of the game is, I guess. The other one would of course be through that gate that we tried underground, that I tried like some codes in, which apparently I didn't do it correctly, but I now know what the actual solution should be, even though I think I entered that. And the other one was, yeah, that other room, that little safe, that stupid thing, which I guess maybe should have stuck out to me as odd, but I never would have guessed that that would have helped us get a safe, so again, I'm glad I looked this one up, because that one's been under my nose the entire time in that very rare room. Oh, the conservatory, speaking of rare rooms. Okay, well I guess this is the thumbnail. What a place to be in. The corner makes it so that we get the maximum amount of windows. I like it. Actually, maybe it can only be in the corner, I don't know. No, based on this picture. Actually, wait, this picture does have 2 windows on 2 walls, so maybe it is only a corner room. That angle, I think. Or this. For the thumbnail. This Baroque arboretum showcases and preserves the rarest specimens of every type and variety. Through selective propagation, the gardener here may influence which flora, or flora, will be considered commonplace during the next season. The next season? What does that mean? Hang on. Do we... okay, I guess we have to choose then. Rotunda, Darkroom, and West Wing Hall. In the conservatory, you will be able to permanently adjust the rarity and rates that determine how often certain floor plans are drawn. Rarity changes can be reset using the directory in this room. Okay. Rare flora and floor plans are seen so seldom and represented in so few numbers that they are considered by many to be endangered. Without serious conservation efforts, many of these rare specimens may never be seen. They really had to lean into this analogy or whatever. The aesthetic, the bit. Unusual is a term reserved for the floor plans that are encountered on occasion, the infrequency of which may contribute to their apparent prestige. Standard rooms are of the garden variety, not common enough to be a nuisance, and not rare enough to be elusive. Commonplace floor plans are often classified by conservationists as the weeds of the drafting pool, for their overabundance prevents other less common rooms from flourishing on the estate. Yeah. So can we only do one, or is it all of them that we can adjust? Today you may adjust the rarities of the above floor plans. Well, if we can only do one, this one's a standard. This one's a rare. Sometimes we like the dark room just because we like red rooms. And this one's a standard. If we can only do one, I'd want to make the rotunda a 1 cost, just for fun. Which might be bad because it costs 3 gems. And we can't do that if we get it like early in the day, but just to check. There. Okay, and then we can do the other ones too. So we could theoretically make this rare and avoid the dark room entirely. But we kind of like the red room sometimes, and the dark room isn't the worst red room in the world. I'm just gonna make them all common, aren't I? I guess so. The problem with this is that making them common makes the other common rooms less likely. But I guess it's fine, as long as they're not rare, they're still more likely to appear, right? Yeah, it is random, the 3 that you get. The other thing they said was you can like change these from here. Like this one. Would you like to use the conservatory to reset it? Yeah, okay. And that's how that works. Alright. Now the other thing is lore. And items. This is a green room, so maybe there's an item inside. Or maybe not. That's not an item. Nice room, though. Drafting locations. West Wing only. Okay, so this tells us what can spawn, like, only in certain places. And again, this would have been nice if I got this hint before I looked things up, because I feel like I looked things up right before I really started getting hints about this bookshop. They started mentioning the bookshop in the letter that we got from that one guy in the mailroom. And then here again, if I knew the bookshop existed and that it was only draftable from the library, then maybe I would have put 2 and 2 together to actually try to get that room. But maybe not. I probably wouldn't have any way of knowing that the bookshop was required to progress to whatever I needed for the realm sigils, the throne room or whatever. Which I still don't have the full route to get there, I just know it's something related to that and the Black Bridge. So the conservatory only draftable in a corner, yeah, as I thought. East Wing only is only the East Wing hall and the master bedroom. I didn't know that. And her ladyship's chamber is only from south-facing doors. That's new information. But now that they mention it, yeah, I guess so. Okay. Well, that's a new strategy. If we ever want to unlock her diary, which we still need to do, we have to like curve around one of these doors or something and draft southwards. And even then, it would only be a chance. And the rest of these are no surprise. We already knew most of these. I guess we didn't know the master bedroom was East Wing only, but they slept in different beds, huh? The master bedroom and the ladyship's chamber? Or was it like not... Was her ladyship like the grand aunt, like the stepmother or something, or whatever? The mother that married into the family? Whatever. Okay. We're still going for the library. That's the most important thing today. But we got the thumbnail for today, the conservatory, I guess. Bacon and eggs, I guess. We should draft from the drawing room. Get that free reroll. Yeah, I'm not too thrilled about any of this. Reroll. Well, there's a rotunda. And I could afford it, but the good thing about this is that it would let us go north and west. But that's not really important right now, because we can go north from the entrance hall, and it would be kind of a pain to rotate this all around and just waste 3 gems for this. So yeah. Just give us the guy's bedroom, I guess. The free rerolls. Maybe I can save these dice if we do get the library again, and I can get that last book. If we get the bookshop. Oh, we gotta make sure we don't dead-end ourselves right now. Yeah, observatory. Whatever bonus we might get. We've been farming stars recently with no real strategy on how many stars we want. Wait, hang on. I had like a book for this. Not a book, a photo. From the planetarium, I guess. Not that I need the strategy for it, but just remember like what those high numbers were. Because there was that page with only high numbers, I guess. There it is. So yeah, past 25 was the second page. A number 29, which we already passed, The first appearance of both diamond minor and major in the same sky. Which does what again? Why did they note that down specifically? 1 gem and 5 gems, so maybe they just note that down so you note that you get like 6 gems on one day. Well, we already passed that, we're on day 38 now. The next one was 40, with 7 different constellations in a single night, so we'll try to manually trigger that without skipping over it with like experiments or something. Might be like an interesting result to get all 7 of those constellations. And then 50 was a new constellation apparently. But for today we get major diamond, and I guess minor diamond too, which would have happened on day 29. A free key, and everything's on sale today. Yeah, this room's a lot more useful than I realized at first, considering that all these constellations can double up or triple or quadruple up. Or septuple up apparently. I think we gotta go north here. Can't just gamble on... well, we do have dice. We don't need the gems. I would like to get those other 2 rooms. Here, just do this. If it's a dead end, we can dice it twice. We don't want to, but we can. Alright, dark room. We'll do this just because we're okay with this. Wait, hang on. This might be bad actually. First of all, a berry here. Okay, free keys. Key card is nice. And this could end our run if I pick a dead end. All of the dice in the world don't really help me here. If there was one with a gem, I might go for that one, considering there's a better chance of maybe getting something passing through. At the risk of wasting this, I'm going to redraw. Okay, no diamonds. Crap. I could redraw again. Today is over if I don't get anything going north or east. And in fact, even if we picked a diamond, it might just be the stupid garage. I'm not sure it can spawn this low though. We're gonna have to flip the coin mentally. The mental RNG, which I'm doing right now. And it landed on this one. Don't fail me now, mental RNG. Okay. Thank goodness. We wasted a die, but it's okay. It's gotta be this, I guess. We've got the diamond, that's fine. Plus 2 more doors. And we'll come back if we need more diamonds, I guess. Gems, whatever. I guess both are correct. The constellation calls it diamond. We could do this again, but no, we're going for the library. As soon as you see it, go for it. Okay, the new card. Thank God. I guess they make you wait another day because they can't regenerate this card after you've already drawn the library, which is a prerequisite for getting the bookshop. It's still annoying though. So yeah, we've got like the expanded card. We've got volume 4 and 5 of Drafting Strategy, Blackbridge, and New Clue, and the first edition of the History of India. But yeah, New Clue. And after that, I guess History of India is the next highest one in terms of cost. But I feel like that would mainly be, well, it would just be the same one without the redacted stuff. Which would let us solve some of the sigil stuff, but I don't think it would help us, I don't know, progress. What even is the Curse of Blackbridge? Drafting strategy could give us a hint towards, like, drafting rooms we haven't seen before, which we've seen, like, every room here, but the ones that we're missing, the one that we're going after, is the throne room, which I don't know how to get. I just know that it's related to Blackbridge Grotto, I think. Although, wait. Maybe I should check out the Curse of Blackbridge instead, because Blackbridge Grotto is related to this whole thing. And I guess that's right. The lore that they mentioned in the logs was that it was named after some kind of thing, and they thought it was bad luck. So this should be related to getting into Blackbridge Grotto, I think. But then we'd have to curse, or not curse, give up on a new clue. Pass up on it. Which might be fine, but okay. I think we're going for the Curse of Blackbridge, just because I'm pretty sure this will probably help us get into Blackbridge itself. It has to, right? Maybe? The new clue did seem the most prominent one, though. I might regret this. Oh no, you can't do this to me. I mean, you can. And you're doing it to me. You're doing it to me right now. I was going to use this dice to try to get the bookshop again. That's not a guarantee. But I guess we're going to be in and out of the library even more as we try to read these books, so we just have to get the bookshop one more time to buy that last book. I think we'll probably get it another day. For now, I think I just want to go for the vault. On the off chance that we do get another vault key, this is the other avenue we have to explore. Maybe I can leave this until I get, like, a coin purse or something, if I do ever get that. I'm sure we'll have enough steps to get back here, maybe. Probably. Alright, now today's all about vault keys, now that we've asked for a book. I'm not going to do this. We don't have any items, but, I guess now we do. Oh, I guess the key card is an item. Do those combine? No. No super key card. Whatever that would do. I guess it's gotta be this way. We could spend money on the commissary to combine in the workshop, I guess. Not the worst thing in the world. And we're not spending money on the library, or the bookshop rather, so yeah. Give me that. What's on sale today? Oh yeah, everything's on half off because of the sale. Right, everything's on sale today. I forgot. So yeah, I guess I'll just buy out the whole store. Could we combine any of this stuff already? I think we would need the lever for the special hammer. It would just take one step to check. I guess we can do it. Okay, so... Right, we know what that does. None of that. I'm gonna have checked most of this stuff already. None of that. None of that, and definitely not that. Okay. Well, whatever. It'll be there if we need it. And here we need to go north eventually. We could do this. But then we would have to go north from the Foundation. We can do that with our dice. It's just kind of iffy. But we'll try. I'll save those in case I get a coin purse. I'll just remember that they're there is all. Do I not have a shovel? I guess I don't. Alright, gotta go noise. None of those are noise. Redraw. Alright, security, or the chapel. We could set security to high and use our key card. Yeah, we'll do that. The gems are starting to run dry though. And there's one more gem. I didn't think that could spawn there. We can also black bridge into the lab, get that experiment running. Just takes a minute every time. Okay, so our rewards today are 1 key, 1 gem or die, 3 gold for each red room in your house, steps to 40. We could get a lot of gold in this episode, but we already have a bunch of gold sitting in the vault and in that one chest. Just nothing to spend it on, but maybe something will come up later. This might be a better choice, but we kind of have enough to work with, I think. Although the dice would be useful. It's just a random chance though. Steps to 40 isn't the worst thing in the world, if we trigger it a lot. I think we can probably be okay with losing steps here. Maybe. But drafting the archive floor plans might be more viable if we do get the archive. Which one triggers more? Probably the archive one. If you get the archive, obviously, that can trigger every time. But which one will trigger more with the amount of steps we have left? The amount of rooms we have left? If we did this, we would lose 5 steps. Like, if I triggered this 4 times, we would be down to like 25 steps or something. And then we would get like, how much gold? An increasing amount for every red room we create. These combo together for every like red room, but the sum would be pretty okay, I guess. We're starting at like 2 or 3 red rooms right now, I think. I already made the dark room, and I think the funeral parlor. So starting on the next red room would be 9 coins, then 12, then 15. Pretty good. So even if we only trigger this experiment a few times, I think this is a good choice. We'll do it. Even though I was pressed for steps in yesterday, when I did this same trigger. I think we'll be fine though. Unless we run out of keys. Well, there's the lab. I guess I didn't need this after all. We do want red rooms though. So do it. Nothing to spend these coins on yet though. Maybe I should go back to the vault before I run out of steps. Because I don't think there's anything to the south that we care about. I think what we'll do is go south of the foundation and try to get these rooms. And before we head north of security, which might just be a dead end again, we can pass by the vault and the funeral parlor. Running out of keys now. Sure, the gym. We'll take it. Steps quickly running down. Well, there's the archives. Maybe avoid the archives this time. Just because drafting is pretty important right now. And we get a free room out of this one too. Yeah, the chapel. We don't have to walk in. Alright, that's a lot of red rooms. Now is the time to go back to the funeral chamber, the funeral parlor. And the vault, which was right around there. We are quite low on steps though. All these coins are nothing to use. Nothing to buy. But we might run out of keys before we even run out of any of this other stuff anyway. A box next to this box contains the gems, which would be this one, I guess. No statement. Another one of those. A box next to this box displays a false statement. That's false. So this one has to be false. It displays no statement, so this is false. Which means, since this one can't be true either, this one has to be true. So this contains the gems. A lot of gems, nothing to spend them on, at least. We're not going to have enough rooms to spend these on if we run out of steps or keys. Can't buy them from the commissary either. Alright. 14 steps remaining. Boudoir is the only place that lets us continue. Oh, and we have the sleeping mask. I should be drafting bedrooms when we can. And we do have 2 boudoirs, so we might see this again. Great, our last key. We can't really do this on the archives, can we? There might be a box in the courtyard, as there sometimes is, which we can open with our sledgehammer. Might have more keys inside. But if this door is locked, we're kind of screwed. Maybe we need the 2 keys, or the 2 doors here. But then we're running out of steps too. I'm going for it. Okay, no box, but there's the detector. Not that this helps us, unless we somehow find a key that wasn't picked up already. Okay, good, it's one of these doors. So it's no chance of being locked normally. We also have the workshop. Does anything help us right now? No shovel. If we had the shovel, we could combine this with the shovel to get something that helps us get keys. Guess we're just continuing. Oh, I don't know about this. This does let us get steps back, but it could be a dead end. With a locked door. We'll try it. We've run out of keys already, but we might run out of steps. But maybe the prudent thing to do is just go for something that will definitely be unlocked and then we can get rank 8, and then what? Who cares, right? We gotta go for this. It's a normal door, so it might be locked. Good, okay. The cloister, that's right. We have no cost on the green rooms today. Kind of forgot about that, but it doesn't really matter because we got so many gems this episode. It never really seemed to be a problem spending gems on any rooms that we wanted to. So yeah, it's probably... Why is the map hidden? Did I click something? I guess it saves your last setting for showing this or not, but yeah. We do want the cloister here because it goes in all directions. This is the easiest choice to make in the world, I guess. And before we move on, I guess we could come back for this, but might as well buy something now. Okay, yeah, this one. We have so many red rooms. We maybe could have gotten more steps out of that, because I still want to draft more red rooms, but... oh, whatever. Everything's on sale, so it's fine. Just buy everything. So I don't have to walk back here. We'll spend like 5 more steps on this. Or 5 more coins. Pretty sure it's only like 5 of these. Oh wait, they decrease by 1 every time you buy them, but yeah. Like visually on screen, they were disappearing 1 by 1. Alright, so now we've got back up to 71 steps. We can draft as many red rooms as we want, and... okay. I was wondering if it was pointing in those dig spots, but I guess the metal detector, as strange as it is, never actually points towards anything buried under these things, even though that's kind of what a metal detector is for, like digging things up. Guess it's really only if you combine it with a shovel. So we still need keys. We're kind of running out of key corridors. There's a key here, of course, but... well, I kind of want the office, the walk-in closet. Might have a shovel. No, why would this closet have a shovel? What was I thinking? Where is the last item? That's not an item, is it? That can't be. Well, I guess those coins were the item. That's kind of a waste. I guess it's fine, though. We got a key. I guess we had enough items that they couldn't spawn in an actual item, so they had to make it coins. That's like a backup or something. And probably only a few sensible items would spawn in the closet. Like, I guess you wouldn't put a shovel inside the closet. But no, they should have spawned in like the rabbit's foot or something. I guess they chose the coins just because they didn't want to give me exactly what I wanted. Lucky purse. I say that, but we don't have anything to spend money on yet anyway. Not unless we can like buy out the showroom today. Oh hey, the vestibule. This would lock the door behind us, but we could unlock it with the key. This is a red room. And it's also free because it's a green room. But we have never seen the vestibule, and it goes in all directions. We would just lock the door behind us, though. It would just be one more door in addition to this, but we would lose a key. Like one more door in addition to what the aquarium has, so I think aquarium is the right move here. But I'm disappointed that I'm passing up the vestibule if I've never seen it before. What to do? We could just go for this and get... well, it'll be the same thing as the aquarium, so we don't need that. The aquarium plus one door with no cost. I think I'd rather get the vestibule if we were doing that. Do we need to turn around for anything? The workshop, maybe? We can't exactly make anything useful right now. I was hoping to get something from the closet to make, but seems like a no-go. Well, all 3 of the doors will be unlocked here, so that's like 3 chances to regain our keys, I guess. Okay, we're gambling on this. Because it's new. So walk in. And yeah, the door behind us becomes locked. We might have to save our key for that, but all three of these should be unlocked now, right? Before anything else, though. The vestibule, an ornately framed yet modestly sized hall. It had served as the original antechamber in the old days, before eventually being removed from the estate for having doors that were prone to becoming stuck. Which we already read before, but we're in the actual room now. This way is south. Okay. I would like to go to the west, and this would go to the west, but we would lose a lot of steps. I don't think we need to gain steps from the nursery, but we mainly just don't want to lose any steps. We can still go south through the west side of the vestibule. I don't like gambling on that, though. We might have to. So if we're giving up on getting steps from the nursery, which we might, I think we just want the bonus from the red room, which, again, we still can't spend anything else, spend our money on anything. Everyone down to half, it would be 34, and then I guess it would minus 5 us right after that. To 29. Not that much remaining. Give us a lavatory, I guess. Get it out of the drafting pool. Alright, give me south. Aquarium, that's south. Great. We'll pass up on the garage, even though we kind of need the keys, I guess. Although I guess we can draft the garage from going southwards. And a key. We've secured our return route, I guess. No garage, but I guess we can get the den. Better to pass on the ballroom this time, I guess. Is there a box? No box. Alright, no key required. More green rooms, that would be free. Oh wait, her ladyship's chamber. No, we can't. We already made the outer room. Well, now we know that we can draft this by doing exactly what we did here. A south-facing door from the west side. We could wild berry it. Like our last wild berry for the last bonus we have. Making more green rooms, though, that would just let us avoid the cost. We don't really care about green rooms at this rate. We don't really need them right now. We could get some steps back from this, and this would also give us steps and gems from the closet. All of these rooms are kind of good for us, but it'd be a shame to waste the last berry on it. I guess we can do the last berry on some other rooms. Maybe. Give me... There would be a few gems in here. Like 3, 2, something like that. We can't dig up anything there. But there might be an item in here. Might even be... the shovel? Nope, it's the watering can. Whatever. I just wanted to combine the shovel into something today. And apparently this is another door that we can, knock down. Which leads to some kind of door or something. It creates a door on this side of the greenhouse. That's what I read. Which is a good permanent upgrade for the greenhouse, I guess. Oh, do we have the lever? We don't. Could have sworn we did, but I guess that was yesterday. Wait, was it only one? I guess it's a random amount. This wasn't as good of a room as I thought. Not that we needed the gems in the first place. But it does make more green rooms appear, I guess. Maybe we'll get another shovel from one of those green rooms or something. Alright, so now we gotta save this last key for exiting the vestibule, I guess. Oh yeah, we can do this. We can go to the greenhouse, I guess, for that. It's just a few steps. I might regret this, though. Wasting steps like that, all willy-nilly, while our experiment is still in effect. I was afraid of that. Well, this one should still be unlocked in the vestibule. Okay. I think we'll do this and get a shop. Although we're kind of out of keys now. Oh shit, what if this room is locked? Oh, hang on. Damn it, I should have considered this before I started spending keys on this west side. Each time you draft a room on the queen side, west wing of the house, lose 5 steps and gain 1 key. This is like the one time where we kind of need these keys. Maybe I prefer the 30 coins from the chapel if we do want to try buying out the showroom today, but it's hard to say how much coins we'll need in total. We kind of need the keys though. And this will let us learn exactly how this works. If west wing means the very west side, or if it means the 2 columns on the west side. We'll do it. I did it. Okay, it wasn't locked. And we could have, gotten the locksmith, I guess. Oh well, give us the casino. More coins. So does this trigger? Okay, this is not the west wing, so that means only this very west side. If nothing else, we can spend the last of our coins on one roll of the wheel here, the highest one. We are not going to do that unless we don't actually get, like, anything else to spend our money on today. Maybe I should have gone for the armory instead. Feels like that one's pretty rare, though. I just like that these doors close every time. So this will give us a key back, at the cost of a few steps. And again, it feels like it's disappearing my map on the left side every time. Unless it's like always been like that and I haven't noticed. Oh wait, the showroom. That's exactly what I wanted. Yeah, do that. And there's our bonus key. Alright, the moon pendant. That lets us bring things into tomorrow, and we can afford everything right now. It's 160. Incredible. We're getting the achievement. And we don't have to worry about keys anymore, so I guess I don't need the queen's bonus. What a waste. But we don't need money anymore, so it's fine. This is kind of all we're doing today. Oh no. You didn't tell me this. This does not count. This is This isn't fair. How am I gonna make 90 more coins? Well, now we know you gotta make 90 extra coins, or 100 extra coins, after buying out everything in the showroom to get the actual trophy. I can't believe this shit. At the very least, we have items for tomorrow. And I guess I could try my hand at the casino to try to get the extra 100 coins we need. I can't believe this. We can still draft red rooms. That'll give us some coins, but it was 3 per red room. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red rooms currently. So we'll get 21 the next time we draft a red room. Maybe like 24, either one. Then 24, then 27, so that's like 45. That'll be like 72 coins at minimum. Plus our 14 would bring us to 86. If we draft 3 more red rooms, we can do this. Plus whatever coins we might get from somewhere else. We could even just draft 3 more red rooms, or however many red rooms we can get. And then try to get the remaining amount in the casino, which isn't surefire, but it can be done. But if we draft 3 more red rooms, we would lose 15 steps. 4 more red rooms would give us everything we need, but I'm not sure I'll be that lucky. Although we do have the furnace active. Yeah, okay. We're spending the rest of our day trying to go for whatever red rooms we can. We have the master key. The silver spoon and this other stuff won't really help us re-roll or anything. The chronograph would, but we don't have anything that lets us do the re-roll in the first place. But as long as we have this key, I guess we can go for more red rooms throughout the rest of the house. We just need to make sure we don't dead-end ourselves, and there's so few doors remaining in the first place. So few rooms remaining. Alright. If we had to, we could pass through the antechamber if we opened up the left side. Well, we would need the secret garden, or something else. The south side could be the weight room, I guess. I think it was also the greenhouse. And the other side was, used to know this by heart. The grand foyer, all of those doors or whatever. The grand hallway, great hallway. But right now we're just going for red rooms. I guess technically we could do the weight room. We'd lose a lot of steps. It would give us access to the antechamber from the south. Master key. We are about to call it a day, but we don't want to overtake the 40 stars. This would overtake us. Because we're currently on 38. It would bring us to 40, exactly, which is what we want. But then we would draft the actual telescope room, and that would bring us to 41. We kind of want to hit 40 exactly when we open that door. Clock tower is not bad, but I think we're just going to use a berry here, because it's a dead end. Maybe it's going to be a red room. It's the office. Well, that's good. We could get more coins, I guess. It'd be great if we had the actual... Oh, right, a gem. It'd be great if we had the actual conference room, but we can't rely on that. Is this working right now? I think it's technically working if we have the option to do it. Servants' quarter and maids, whatever. We haven't spawned either of those today. But we do have the option to do this now. Maybe this will spawn more gold in those rooms, And the maid's chamber is a red room, so we can try going for that. Okay. And we don't really have to do this. It doesn't really help us. But just to check. Insecurity. What does it tell us about the amount of coins? It spawned 24 coins. That's a good amount, but we can't exactly go traveling throughout the entirety of the manor looking for those. Not if we're relying on red rooms to make up most of the cost. Right, we have the detector, so we'll just rely on that. If we do get a shovel, which can spawn in the green room, I guess, that'll also help us get some coins from here, and there, and everywhere. Alright. We need the cloister to go to the east. That's the main thing we need right now. Why is this unlocked? Oh wait, hang on. It's every time. Every time you enter here. Yeah, whenever you enter the vestibule. So yeah, this would be a pain in the ass if you walked through it multiple times. And I walked in it multiple times. I guess I just got lucky that the doors that I needed to go through weren't locked. Thank goodness. Well, we know how it works now, and it doesn't matter because we have the master key. But that's knowledge. Very important. Oh yeah, lost of this. Which I guess we can refill in the kitchen, I guess. Which is right there, but we don't need the gems, not really. We need coins, damn it. Which are right there. Alright, there's 2. Give me something going to the right. None of these are going to the right. Well, crap. I could freeze my account for tomorrow. I don't want to, though. Just give us the clock tower. We'll start tomorrow with some extra stuff. And I still don't know about that hint at the top. Maybe I should look that one up too. It was talking about like a bird, the swan on the east and the west, and the crow and the moon and all of that stuff. But it had nothing to do with this puzzle, I don't think. Nothing about the sacred hour or whatever. And I think for today we're just going to technically call it a day, because I can't use any of this stuff to craft, I don't think. We could check. But the only way that we're gonna get enough money to actually buy out the showroom is gambling at this point. We've run out of red rooms. I can't believe this. There are all of these rooms here. We had the furnace active. I would have taken the archives here if I had to. Even the weight room. But you didn't spawn any of that. There's no point hunting for these coins that the office spawned. Unless we really bank on the casino. We can't even do the good machine because we don't have the lever. If we did, maybe I'd unlock the greenhouse. Or would've. And entered the antechamber and gone to the right, but that requires the grand hallway, great hallway, whatever. Let's just go gambling, I guess. Yep, turns out the showroom is even more of a pain in the ass to buy out than I thought. Here. I guess we're closing off the episode this way. Forgot how loud that was. Unless we somehow get like these 4 crowns, I don't think it's happening. I guess we can try. Okay, you're baiting me. And I'm taking the bait. Okay. You know what? I forgive you. Is that what you wanted? I forgive you now. I forgive you, Casino. I know I said I hated you before, but it's like twice in a row you came in clutch with those 4 crowns. Alright, fine. We're not spending the coins on you, though. I know that's what you want, but next time, I will consider playing your game next time and spinning your big wheel if I have the time. But I guess we're on an even slate now. I know how you work, you know how I work. I really wasn't expecting that to work. But we got it. In a second. We got the Trophy of Wealth. That's 4 trophies. Achievements, whatever. You've been awarded the Trophy of Wealth for buying out the showroom's entire stock, including this trophy. Yeah, kinda sneaky of you. But we got it. That's it for today. We can just end the day, but let's go to the workshop, I guess, see whatever can combine. If we can combine things, that would be helpful with the moon pendant. Less items to randomly go into tomorrow, and also... Oh, was that more coins? We don't need coins. Not anymore. Yeah, less items to go into tomorrow, and if the items combine, better items to use for tomorrow. I mean, I guess if we're here. There's no point to, though. Straight through and then a left. Things worked out rather swimmingly, although we didn't make any progress with the library technically. Does the moon pendant combine with things? This is like everything on the list. Well, nothing that we see here. I assume if it shows up on the list, then it could combine with something. Maybe? Might just be like red herrings or whatever, though. We can make that. I guess that's not the worst use. It will, like I said, decrease the amount of items in our inventory to go over to tomorrow. If we got the broken lever, that would have been great, because we could combine the battery pack and one of these things. I don't think I'd hate all of these items, or really any of them. Not that. Oh wait, is that? Oh, wait, hang on. I was going to look at this and realize that obviously I don't have the lever, I knew that, but I didn't realize this was a thing. I'm sure I've seen this before, the electromagnet. Tell me about it. Before I do though, does the compass combine with anything else above it? Or the sledgehammer? No. Okay. What the hell does this do? A functional powered electromagnet. You are more likely to draw mechanical rooms while drafting, automatically collect coins and keys when entering a room. Well, that's great. I mean, it would have been great for, like, the office that we did. We wouldn't have to go, like, hunting or whatever, but we don't really need it right now. But maybe it'll be useful if it becomes one of the items we keep for tomorrow from the moon pendant. Alright, last few things. None of that. Not that. And just to be sure, silver spoon, nothing. Okay, so we'll combine these two, even though that nullifies the metal detector. You can never say detector the first time. And I guess this is handy if we do, I guess, get the trading room again. Or wherever else I'm forgetting that there might be candles to light. And that's it. I guess we'll find out what items go to tomorrow when we get to tomorrow. I'm just noticing that they have like a special location for all of these on the table. And for the running shoes, they put it in that vice for some reason. They had fun with that one. Alright. So for tomorrow, these are the items that can be carried over to tomorrow. I'm not sure if the moon pendant is included in the two. It is in our inventory, I guess. But any one of these, as long as it's like, well, any two of these, as long as they're like one of them, including the cooler items like the burning glass, the chronograph, the master key, silver spoon, electromagnet, or even the moon pendant, any one of those I would consider a win for starting tomorrow. And now we call it a day. We didn't have the planetarium, right? Yeah. So yeah, we'll just call it a day right here in the workshop. The Mount Holly Garden Shopping Center. I'm pretty sure we have gotten that before, right? Pretty commonly, I think. We get a lot of green rooms, and we also try to go for stores sometimes whenever we're trying to spend our allowance, so I think the Garden Shopping Center rating is something that I get fairly often. Went a bit longer this episode, but I'm glad we could close out the day. I think I'll call it for the recording session too. Again, I'm eager to see what items we might get into the next day, but probably best to just know when to call it so I don't stay here all night. Now would be a good time to take a break.